Alrighty then, we should be live. YouTube isn't giving me my normal preview, so I'm going to watch my own video for a second here. Haha, it worked. Cool. Alright. Usually I get a little preview box where I can see how everything's going to look, and it wasn't doing that, so I was fussing with it for the last 10 minutes, and I'm like, you know what, it's 4. Who cares? Yeah, hello and welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. I thought I was going to stream a little closer, like between 3:30 to 4. Started at 4 because I went and got a bunch of chicken nuggets. So yeah, a bunch of food next to me. So I will be snacking. I'm going to be working on prepping the troll for 3D printing, which is this dude. Got a few more things to do. I'm going to shorten his beard a little bit. And I got a request from who's asking for it to make it scruffier. Probably not going to do that because that'd be a lot of work. I think it's fine the way it is. Oh, it's Walker. Wow, it's Walker. Ricky, it's Walker. No, he's not paying attention. He has headphones on the couch. Whatever, I'm excited you're here. Hello. Shouldn't you be at work or school? Getting all my nuggets set up. I already finished the first 10. They're doing that 5 for 10 thing. So I got 20 nuggets. It's amazing. All right, let's do things. I have this one on the merged one because I wanted to have a good render for it. So yeah, we'll get this all set up. Walker says, hello, I don't work on Fridays. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I knew that. I don't really know what day of the week it is. I just know I live stream every other day. That's kind of how I judge things at this point. You should come over and sculpt. Sculpting party. This works too. People are gonna watch us in the future and be like, wow, she's really friendly with her patrons. I know Walker in real life, like extra real life, for anyone who's watching us in the future or right now. Okay, I think this a little bit shorter. And like, he's kind of pudgy, but I just want him to be even rounder. I mean, he already looks very cute and I like him a lot. I didn't realize I'd already posed this. When did I do this? Oh, Terry's here too. Hello. I know there's good ways to do this, but I just want to use an inflate brush, and that's just not going to do what I want it to. So I'm just going to grab a move brush. I'm just going to kind of puff him up a little bit. I just want him to be a little more plump. Not sure how well this is going to work, but I'll do my best. Walker says, I'd love to, but I'm cooking a potato. Maybe later if you're free. We're always free. Okay, just trying to make him look more plump in general. I think it's his limbs that make him look, because I mean, he has quite the gut. I was not skimpy with that. I just feel like he doesn't look that plump. Maybe here's the merge, the final. What if I just took the posed one and then like squished him? Oh no, that's not gonna work. But now I feel like he looks weirdly tall. I think that's the issue here. He's supposed to be like a gnome of sorts. So I should make him shorter. I don't know. All right, turning off perspective to see how the walking stick is fitting. I won't worry about that because I hate sculpting hands. Look at that hand. It's okay. I keep saying I'm going to sculpt like a couple different hand poses, like a fist, a grip around something, and then like just loose down at its side, and then maybe like a pretty one or something. So like 4 poses, and that'd be like everything I'd ever need. And I just haven't, and it would save me so much time if I just sculpted a set of good hands. I found this hands pack on Bad King. Where is it? Here it is. And they're okay. The problem is they're kind of thin, and that's not a good grip. Like, what? That's so relaxed. See how much these come in on the side here? So whenever I try to put something in his hand, it like cuts through, and I just end up sculpting it by hand. And I've been doing this for months. I'm kind of embarrassed. I really should fix that. Maybe I'll do it in this live stream. No, I won't. And no, I won't. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of like bell bottom out his jeans a little bit. Again, I just want him to be more plump. I don't know. Like, I just feel like he's so skinny. The abandoned's here too. Hello. I think it's so, I mean, I know I tell you guys I'm going to live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I feel like I'm not super consistent. So whenever people are here, I'm always super excited. I'm like, oh goodness, people. I think I only live streamed once when there was no one, or there was like 2 people, but they didn't talk the entire time, which is a-okay. I surprisingly don't mind too much. I just get super excited when there are people here. So if you missed it, the abandoned, I'm just making him more plump. That's pretty much it. I just looked at him and he looks a little bit too much like a halfling almost. Because from my understanding, they're pretty much normal proportions. They're just small. This guy is a troll. I'm going to use him as a gnome. Oh, I have to give him a tail too. I'm not going to release the tail version to Patreon because I think it's weird. And it's just not what I want, but I'm doing it for Bruce. That's who wanted this model for his wife. Who's gonna be using it as like a prop, I think, in like story time. I think she's a 1st grade teacher, if I remember correctly. I just read that email. I don't know how I'm already forgetting. Okay, I think he's looking plumper. Let me put his belt back on. So this is the current. If I go all the way up here, my undo history. Yeah, it's a before. So I made his arms bigger. Or does he just look... Yeah, you know what? That's good. That's good. This arm isn't bending in a way that's possible though. See how this like kind of concaves right here? It should be pretty consistent all the way. So that small adjustment should fix that. I'm also gonna dynamesh that because it's hollow right now. I must have just forgot. There we go. Dynamesh did a really good job with that actually. Okay, same with this. This is real messy. That's okay. Just going to pull the hand into the sleeve. There we go. I still feel like he's not that plump looking, like in his belly, but he has a huge gut. Like, look at that. Maybe it's just my American definition of what's plump. This isn't plump enough. I mean, he's walking forward, so I feel like a lot of his gut would be pushed forward. I don't know if that makes sense. Just gonna round him out. The bandit says, how long did it take you to learn / develop muscle memory for your hotkeys shortcuts? It took me like 30 minutes, but it took me no time at all because I grew up playing piano and learning guitar. So learning new fretting or new chords is something that I've been doing for years. And this is like the same thing. Just knowing to do the same thing. I know that's super helpful. But yeah, legitimately like 30 minutes. It didn't take me long at all. But I also just sat there and did it for a while. I was just like, I was looking away from, okay, Control Z. Okay, I want to redo it. Control Shift Z. Just doing it a bunch of times. I swear every stream, I got like my 3 things I mentioned. I have an engineering degree, I played piano, and I'm sure there's a 3rd thing that I repeat constantly. I swear I'm not just trying to like flex. I'm just like, these are things that apparently come up a lot in my life. Okay, the engineering degree probably not as much. I don't know. I did it, so I feel like I want to tell everyone all the time. I'll probably get over that this year. Because now I graduated last year technically, so now it makes it less like, I don't know, less exciting and relevant, I guess. So where should this belt be? Should it be like low? Would that make him look more plump? Yeah, probably. Yeah, the thought of these being filled, which is like bits of birdseed, I think is super cute. I like to think that each pack has a different... What just happened? Like, what is this? No ZBrush. Anyway, each pack has like different types of birdseed. I think they're really cute. Though I doubt the birds care that much. I could ask my grandparents. They would know. They feed their birds. They live in Arizona. And they're super awesome. As a grandparent should be. Okay, I can't make him any more plump than this. I feel like he's huge. The way that his arm doesn't kind of lay on his body, I think is a little weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with my inflate brush and just inflate. I love this part of this royalty-free music because it's vibraphone. And I'm like, ooh, I played that. Terry says, in Fusion 360, I don't know anything about this. When I build a design, I do it using parametrics. So let's say I built a cylinder body that offset the cylinder close using parameters. Later I could change the body and the one half, and close the change accordingly. Yeah, that's cool. I could do, excuse me, the same thing here. I just didn't. Usually I have the close as a separate piece, but I just didn't after I merged it. Can you do that in ZBrush? Yes. I mean, my only concern is that, yeah, no, yes, you totally could, never mind. If you want to like, do things more accurately, you could do this free gizmo and hold shift and see it says, okay, you can't really tell. Look under the green arrow, it says 1, 1.05, 1.1. So it's by percentage, but this is inflating it. So if you don't want that, go to your tool palette and then go to deformation. And then you have a bunch of cool stuff over here. You can offset stuff to a specific amount. See all these numbers, rotate, taper. Don't know where the Russian accent's coming from. Gravity. So all that kind of stuff. Okay, I checked that out later. I feel like that could be super handy. It is super handy. It'd be even cooler if I used it ever. I do sometimes. I just not very often. I don't know if Walker's still here, but talking about some of that does stuff like calculating it. Walker is the master of Z plugin Scale Master. Literally, it just sets up your scene with like a grid. I should know more about this because he showed it to me. But anyway, it's super boring but really handy. I'm sure he could help people with that. He's also learning though. Nuggets. I can't tell how much the mic is picking up. Because it sounds super loud to me because I have headphones on. I'm just gonna eat over here. Walker is still here. Hopefully I'm eating quietly over here. Fun fact, I hate chewing sounds. I have, what is it, misophonia? And it's like, oh, like, do you like dislike it? No, like I hate it. Like I see red. I don't know what it is, including my own chewing sounds. So it's real fun to live as me. Walker says it's the first thing I do before sculpting. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yay, woo, connect, help each other. Walker is a professor. Like, he teaches engineering, so he especially knows how to teach and be smart. That's cool. I don't know why I put this image though. It's like the focal point is his crotch though. It's in the center, and I hate that. I don't know why they composed it like that. No. Removing that. Kind of off topic, since Walker is here. You asked me why Cyberpunk was delayed, and I didn't respond because I thought I responded, but I didn't. I don't know. That's my answer to your text from yesterday. Terry says, do you do electrical engineering or mechanical or variation? Walker's smart. He does everything, but no, mechanical. But yeah, he can do everything. And for context, Walker, Terry is an electrician, which is super cool. Now, as mechanicals, we have to take civil and electrical classes as well. So we know the basics. Or you're supposed to. I was trash at electrical engineering. I'm always excited when people help and talk to each other. You guys are the best. I'm gonna inflate this a little bit. God, I think he is so cute ugly. You know what? I really like him. I complained a lot making him. I think I was just kind of in a complaining mood that day. But I'm really happy this worked out. I think it'd look better if the belt and the shirt interacted in some sort of way. So I'm going to try and put creases around it. I'm going to try and do the lazy way first, which is using a brush. And if that doesn't work, I'll sculpt it by hand. But I never like doing that because it's almost like I don't like modeling. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't funny at all. I don't know. I tried. Okay, so I'm going to just build up these creases and then I'm going to define the edge still. Make sure I don't lose the belt with damp standard. So hopefully I'll get like this overlap dealio happening. Yeah, I feel like that makes more sense. I don't know if it looked, yeah, that looks way better. Ah, why can't I control Shift Z? Oh, I clicked something. Nah, I'll just do it again. I'll just do it again. I'm just gonna go all the way around. I'm masking it because I don't want this to go everywhere. And I'm not gonna do it underneath because it's too small and I don't think it matters. Okay. Why is my subtool menu open? I don't know how to make you go away. Ah. There. I might have to sculpt this by hand. Which I really don't have to do very often when it comes to clothing folds. Unless I do it like the edge of a dress or something that's interacting with like gravity, which I guess all clothing folds are. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. I do it sometimes. See, I sculpted that, like, little creases, and I think it looks fine, but then I got rid of my, like, stitch details and stuff. So I'm just gonna dry a brush on it instead. I'll figure it out. Terry says, oh, I figured out how to import an image for his reference in ZBrush today. Flute helped out. Just working on a dude's hairline. It's terrible, but the reference is so helpful. Yay! I'm glad. I'm very, very, very glad. And yeah, Flute is super, super helpful. I feel like this would look better if the folds are going this. Yes, I don't know why it took me so long to figure out. And then I'll go through with a damp sander brush and clean up the edge because that should still interact. It shouldn't crease over the belt. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. All right, he's got this real like creepy Santa-like thing going on and I like it. Increasing the Z intensity a little bit. I'm also using damp sander with a little bit to bring the creases out on the edge, just a tad. Okay, now I'm going to use my move brush to get these looking a little more how I want them to. But I do think that it looks a little odd overall. I did exaggerate it a lot, mostly because I want it to show up on the print. I'm not even sure what that accent is supposed to be. I just do it sometimes. Using a pinch brush. Okay, this is such a small detail in this model. I don't know why I'm still spending time on it. Walker says, Mia, you're a genius. Okay, I don't know why I did that was a genius, but I'm glad if it was helpful. Okay, so these creases don't make sense. So I'm going to pull this thing down. I'm excited to see what you're going to explain, I'm sure. Or I hope you do explain, because I don't know what I'm a genius for. They'll take the compliment. So this is something that, like, if it wasn't for 3D printing, I would go through and I would make this clothing more interactive in a logical way instead of, like, conforming to his butt. It would, like, hang straight down. The biggest reason why I'm not is because if I have to print something like this and I have to support a small edge of the clothing, like, it's gonna annoy me. It's not that cool of a detail to have to go through the trouble having to support it. I am making his butt a little rounder though. There you go, little troll friend. You now have a curve. That's something I never thought I was gonna say. All right. I think it's pretty much done. Yeah, I think so. And yeah, like I was like, my wife wants the beard more scraggly, which is cool, but I wasn't actually looking for feedback. I was just doing it. But I didn't clarify that, so that's why I wasn't mad. I do think the beard looks better shorter though. I'm gonna save this. This is my troll friend. Walker, so I explained why I'm a genius. I'm gonna, let's see, remove this texture a little bit. And then if I want to, I'll see if there's just a convenient different fur brush that would make this look more scraggly. Because I know that there's chunks I could add to this, but they all go the same way. And I don't want to put them towards the edge because I have to support all those little edges, and that seems really ridiculous for a beard. But it does look good. Oh, the whoa. Okay, I need to Dynamesh this because I'm deforming this mesh right here so much. I could always go through and try and inflate the edges. Need to raise my desk a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, my fur brush is already open. Duh. Okay, I do think that looks a lot better, having the edge be a little less uniform. Okay, I'm gonna go through and I'm going to inflate the edge though, because I still don't want to support these. And then I'm gonna bring up the shirt underneath it, even if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, just so I don't have to put supports on it. I could just push the beard down to his belly too. I'll do both. Let's move this down a little bit, because I don't want to look too weird, like it's stuck to his belly, you know? Having a hard time getting the angle I need here. There's a way to do that. So, if you don't know how to hide parts of your model, you can always go subtool and click this, right? But say if it's just, I have this part of the body and I don't want to see all of it at once, just hold Control and Shift, and there you go. And if you want to get your model back, just Control Shift tap off of your model. And there you go. I forgot what I was doing. Ah, yes. This is what I was doing. So now I can go back to where I was and I can actually get a really good view of the beard and whatnot. There we go. So there's some little wisps up here, which is like, I probably still won't support them, so they'll just print a tiny bit flat right there, but you're not gonna notice because he's gonna be this tall. Terry says it's super handy, Control Shift. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And what's even cooler about that, let's see if I have a, here we go. Okay, before I say anything, let me make sure this works. Ha, it worked. Okay, so I mentioned something about polygroups earlier. If I hold Shift F, here is my frame. And if I hold Control Shift, so the same thing that I did before, like this, for example. If I do it on polygroup, bam, there's just his hand and his body. That's a polygroup. It's a really weird one I didn't intend to make, but this is just for demonstration. And if I click on a shirt, boom, it disappears everything inside, which is really cool. You said, how do you get out of it? I do, so this is up in it, Control Shift, off of it. Just tap and you were off of it. Or you could just select the whole thing. You can just drag blindly if you know your model is within this area. Let me know if the polygroups explanation didn't make sense, because I don't know if I explained that super well. This is the only, oh, here we go. This has polygroups too. So again, here are my polygroups. the bags are different objects and stuff. So if I do my control shift method, control shift, I can like grab just that bag, or I can grab just the belt, which is really cool. So I hope that was helpful. Oh, an unrecoverable error has happened. I'm gonna angrily eat chicken nuggets. ZBrush, why are you a piece of shit sometimes? Oh well. I shouldn't have lost really anything, so it's fine. I have to get a quick save though, which is always stressful. Here we go. There we go. That's where I was at before it crashed. Walker said, ZBrush just pulled a SolidWorks. Seriously, but at least it's not for a final exam or something. Oh my god, 134 was so stressful. Was it 34? 134? What in the end? I think so. It was all SolidWorks. I still can't get over that because it's like mid-final and I ran my simulation and my entire object just exploded off into space and he walked by when it happened and he just laughed and I was like, what do I do? He's like, I don't know. I was like, oh, yay. Yeah, 134. Don't miss it. My favorite though is graduation when you have to shake all your professors' hands and it's just like, there was a few where I'm like, it's way too much of a scene for me not to, but I totally like fish hand them. I was like, no, you were terrible. You don't get a good handshake. And I'm also gonna look at you angrily because you know you sucked. He was a new teacher. I kind of feel bad. No, I don't. He sucked. Oh wait, his beard's not done. Ah. So it didn't save. ZBrush. Let me go to my quick save again. Okay, why are they over here? Like, oh, it's because I was working on it back then, I guess. Whatever. This makes me cranky. All right, I'm gonna save this because I'm paranoid, and then I'm going to open up the different ones. I saw the chat move, but those are messages I've read, so I don't know what just happened. Okay. Here we go. This is the beard that I wanted. There. I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna save though, because that was stressful. Again, it's not even 2 minutes of work, because again, I auto-save every 2 minutes, but I don't know. I don't know. I do have to redo this though. I don't know what makes ZBrush crash, otherwise I would be nicer to it and just never do those things. But it doesn't really do it consistently or inconsistently, just like random. If I'm lucky, it gives me that error message of like, oh, an unexpected error has happened. Usually it just closes and then I don't get any last second quick save file. Because when it's telling you that, that's gonna crash. Usually it does a quick save in that moment, which is nice. But not always. Like just now, for example. Stupid ZBrush. All right. There we go. This model's really honestly been done. I don't know I'm spending so much time on it. Oh, and I lost pressure sensitivity too. Neat. Whatever. I don't really need it right now because I'm just doing model prep for 3D printing. I'm just inflating the hand. I always do this. If the fingers are pointing down like this, I really inflate the hand a lot and exaggerate it because I don't want it to be hard to remove supports from for something that small. Because if you break the hand, it's a little more obvious of a problem. If one of the tips of the beard ends doesn't show up, that doesn't really matter. Terry says, I use that lasso mask tool you mentioned the other day today as well. Super helpful. I'm ashamed of how long it took me to figure the regular mask brush out. Don't be ashamed. I'm glad that you figured it out at all. You're probably like my most dedicated student at this point, so go you. Walker, you're doing really good too, but I can give you a harder time because I see you like in person. Plus you have like a lot of other commitments. Oh, my phone's ringing. It's my dad. I will talk to you after my live stream. But I'll text you now. Walker, don't sugarcoat. We both know I'm slow. Actually, you know what? I'll probably give my dad a call back. Do I want to detail this that much? Sure. I'm just fixing up his hairline because it's kind of weird. That looks better. Okay. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna merge it all together. I'm gonna delete this one first though, otherwise I'll forget. No, that's not the one I want. All right, I'm gonna go to merge visible because it does it all for me in one button. And I'm gonna Dynamesh this together and see what it does to my detail. If it destroys it, I will have to be creative and do something else. I'll split it for 496. Otherwise, we're good. I'm going to mute myself and then I'm gonna call my dad back. But yeah, so that was, let's see, I'm live again, cool. That was a call from me father. Yeah, it was a longer story because a couple of dogs got into the garage and almost killed Faith. Faith is our cat, or not my cat, but my dad's cat, which is my cat because he used to live there. But yeah, no, it was a husky and a Labrador, and the Labrador didn't do anything wrong. Kato didn't care, other cat, just sat there and watched him. And then Faith got pinned by the husky. Yeah, kept chewing at her. She had holes in her neck, but she wasn't bleeding, but like holes. She's old, so it was really stressful and scary. He got the dogs in the backyard after his arm got like, all fucked up. It was all bleeding and stuff. Really? Yeah, and he got them in the backyard. They both had collars, same person. And yeah, the woman didn't apologize. She didn't care. She was like, okay, well, nothing's wrong, so she just left. So Dad called her afterwards, like, no, what is your name? What is your address? If my cat's dead, like, you're gonna have to pay for this, you know what I mean, essentially, kind of thing. So Faith didn't eat, didn't talk, couldn't really breathe for like a full day, and then the next morning, fine. Woke up, was fine. Cats are weird. So she's fine. It's been like a couple days or so, but stressful and scary. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just kept working during my live stream while I was on the phone because there was no reason really to stop. Actually, I just had me on mute. But yeah, it's super scary. Mm-hmm. That's the thing I don't understand. It's like if you have a dog, you're responsible. You know. Yeah. Not okay. Not okay. How do you feel, by the way? Got kind of cold still, or?
Yeah, nothing's changed from this morning. But...
Oh, that's good. Not getting worse.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much it. So now, if anyone joined on the live stream and heard all of that and saw me not talk for 20 minutes, now they know why. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of it was me just talking and chatting with them too, but...
Yeah.
Kato is still alive despite being really, really old. We'll see.
Yeah. See how long that lasts.
Right. What you playing? Witcher. I fucking love that game. Makes me want to play. Alright. I don't know if anyone is tuned in currently, but if you are, what I'm doing right now is I am clearing up parts of this mesh to get ready for 3D printing. If you guys watched while I wasn't talking, was on mute, you saw that I was OPF mesh mixer and that kind of stuff. That's all just part of my 3D printing prep. I took forever on the tiefling because it just looked too tall, and I measured it, and yeah, it was too tall. I use that Victorian gentleman as like a reference. So a lot of the details got ruined when I dynameshed it, which is totally okay. I expect that. I just go through and I redefine the eyelids usually and the eyebrows. This is just something that I tend to do. It doesn't take me long at all, and it just keeps things looking crisp. Just some big heavy lines right there just so they hold and look nice in a 3D print. I don't have to do it like this. If I did these details with subdivision levels, I wouldn't have had this issue. The best way to do it is to dynamesh your model and then add details to it once you have your base shape done, all your stuff merged together with subdivision levels. And then if you want, you don't have to even dynamesh it to get your 3D printing mesh. You could just boolean it all together, which I could have done with this guy, but I didn't. Just going through here, cleaning up some lines because it looks a little harsh up front, but now when I zoom out, see how much like more crisp that looks. So let me see if I can get to the before really easily. It has to really think about it, I think, because I did a lot. Oh no, don't do this. I think this is the before. Oh no. Yeah, it is. Looks the same. Before and after. So it looks like that was after I started cleaning stuff up. That's okay. All right. I'm also going to update my music. Let's see, yeah, chat I see is fine. And then, oh yeah, there are people here. Hello. Sorry I wasn't there for 20 minutes. If you have questions, let me know. Oh wait, is music starting? Yes, I love this. It's a good backtrack. And turn it up a little bit. There we go. All right. So what I'm gonna do right now is the beard. The details are a little muddied, so I'm gonna use something called morph targets. I'll do store morph target, and then I'm going to smooth the area I want to improve my detail on. And now I'll let go of shift after I start it, and this will start smart smoothing. So instead of removing volume, it's removing surface detail. So now that I've done that, ZBrush knows what polygons I'm trying to interact with. So if I go to switch, now it's back to normal, and I can go to morph, and then either exaggerate those details or remove them. So I'm gonna go to the left to exaggerate them. So I don't know if you guys can super tell. There we go. Now you can tell a lot. I'll zoom in more so you can like really see. So yeah, this is the before and this is the after. As you can see, is a lot more crisp on the detail and stuff. This is fantastic for finishing up organic details that might have got lost at some point during your process, or stuff that you just want to be stronger. So I'm gonna go through and I'm going to lightly inflate the trim right here because it tends to not lay perfectly flat because they are used for scales normally. Or I use it for a trim because I just thought it looked cool. I use this trim a lot actually. And by a lot, I think I've used it on 2 other models, but for me that's a lot. So I'm trying through and just inflating these lightly to combine these edges. Okay. I'm gonna press F to bring my model back to view because it's kind of getting stuck right there. Okay, I'm inflating right there too because I want to make sure that that little belt lays on his cloak. I'm gonna go in here and also look and see how the hand is interacting with the rest of the coat. Oops. And yeah, as you can tell, I didn't give him like pants or anything. He just has weird little old man legs under his coat. I've had people mention stuff like that to me once or twice before. Someone on Thingiverse commented on my Medusa saying like her thigh looked weird, and I'm like, maybe just don't look under her dress. He didn't respond. At first I had like a real concern, and then I was like, oh, this is something that doesn't make any sense. What are you doing? Let's see. All right, I think he looks good. And then I'm going to do P, turn off perspective, and then Control Shift to activate my trim rectangle brush. But it's multiple subdivision levels, so I can't do that. So I deleted them, and then I'm just doing this to make sure that the base is perfectly flat. Every now and again, I'll mask the bottom area like that and then do Control Shift to trim because I want to make sure I'm not cutting off too much of his shoes. Otherwise, it's too flat. So this gives me more control. It's just easier for me. Okay, my chicken nuggets are cold. I'm gonna heat up my nuggets. No, ZBrush crashed too, so angered. Gonna eat some chicken nuggets. Nugs. I'm back with nuggets and a crashed ZBrush file because ZBrush. Walker said, I may miss it, but is there a reason you don't just flatten the bottom? Is that a thing I'm just missing? Or just trim? There might not be a real reason. Is that under deformers? Where is my thing? Yeah, deformation. Yeah, I'll look at it. I just didn't do that. You know what? I think it's because sometimes it deforms the mesh weird sometimes. That's why. But I'll see if it works this one. Might as well. So this doesn't have when I improved the beard. God, ZBrush is crashing a lot recently. Making me sad. Okay. This is the recovered one, so this should be good. Oh, awesome. It crashed while opening its own saved file. About to like be very profane, but I won't because I'm good. ZBrush, what are you doing? Just open the file you created. I'm gonna just like rage quit and play games, but I won't because I am an adult. Just open the, okay, so it can't open the own file that it made to save my file, which is adorable and annoying. The man says ZBrush. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm so mad, honestly. It's fine. This is why I don't work well like an office job, because I just get mad and I'm gonna go play games, and I'm like, you can't do that when you have a normal job. Sorry, that's really loud in the mic. I should know, but I didn't hear it, but I don't know. I'm just sorry about things right now. I'm so mad about this. Why can't I go over here if there's nothing here? What is that? Explain. Okay, so these don't work. I don't even know why this one's here because I haven't, this isn't in order. Yeah, see, 78, 86, 84, where's 85? 83, 82, 81. 2, 3, 4, oh duh, there's 5. I'm just being a goofball. And then 6. You would think 6 would be the most recent one. They didn't have a bunch of things that I did. Sad. And mad if I didn't already mention that. Okay, we're just gonna do what I did before, which is gonna take me literally not even 2 minutes, but I'm still real butthurt about it. I'm also gonna delete my quick save files for now because apparently it doesn't even matter that they're there. Maximum duration, oh, it's 3 minutes. Oh, can't have that. Back to 2. Oh, this is so fucking stupid. Okay, gonna eat a chicken nugget. I'm gonna calm down. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna stop bitching. All right, we're back. Wow, the inflate brush was way too strong. It really annoys me that it goes all the way up to 100, but if you use it at 10, it's already being insane. Like, this is at 100. Like, no one wants that. Whatever. I'm just mad right now. You can still ask me questions, though. I'm not a monster. I know a lot of you guys don't ask questions because you don't even know what questions to ask, which is A-okay. But I will harp a bunch of times just being like, questions, if you have questions. And honestly, if you're interested in just some questions about like me and how I got started in this business and whatnot, I like talking about that too. I love talking about me. Walker just says, how was your day? It's okay. No, I'm just kidding, it's fine. Considering I woke up around 1:30, I've been awake for about 4 hours, so you've seen most of it. I talked to my dad. My cats almost got eaten, but they didn't, so that's a great day. Ricky has a cold. I can hear him walking around. I think he's talking to Bird. Okay, no, he's talking to a real person. He should talk to my bird. Abandon, why does it always feel losing 1 minute of progress hurts so bad? I don't know, but it kills me. I'm such a drama queen over it. But having to repeat stuff ever just drives me up a wall. I'm gonna save again. Where is it? Where is this file? There it is. By the way, this is the human wizard. The guy called it, a human wizard for the 550, but it looks like an old sage. So that's what I'm calling it because that sounds more interesting. Okay, that's all fine. That looks good. I'm just gonna inflate his weird little beard. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna move this so that this touches. What is with the polygroups here? That's my fault, but oh well. Hello. Were you talking to Bird or a real person?
A real person.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure. I had to ask. How was the real person?
Real person's alright.
That's good. Is it Cody? Was he sad?
No, it's my mom.
Oh, okay. Then I don't mind as much. I hope Cody's happier. Walker says, if you work as slow as I do, losing 1 minute doesn't matter. That's the trick. I just need to work slower. Alright, I'm going to use morph targets on this little edge because I don't want to do those details again either. It looks like nothing's happening because I'm at 22 million polygons. But there's stuff happening. Oh, I didn't store a morph target. Wow, I'm on a roll right now. I'm just like... Also, what is this cursor? This is... Do not crouch on me, I swear. I'm gonna complain. I saw that message pop up and I was like, what are you doing? I appreciate y'all hanging out. I somewhat not really apologize that I'm complaining a bunch. Okay. Store a morph target. Do I still have... No, I don't have brushes in this. Okay, so I'm smoothing this. Now I've stored a morph target, and that's telling ZBrush what area I want to be affected by the morph target. And then now when I switch, it'll go back to how it normally was. After it stops thinking about it. I have like a ton of RAM on this computer, so it's not... That's not the issue. It's just ZBrush is the issue. But from what I understand, there just isn't really an alternative. Like, I love this program and everything. I'm so comfortable working in it too, so I really wouldn't want to learn anything else. But as far as sculpting goes, like this is it. This is your best. What is on his head? Someone please explain to me what just happened. What happened with morph targets? I'm almost happy this was live because you guys see this, right? I didn't do that. ZBrush is hurting my feelings. Probably because I'm talking mad smack. Maybe I need to not do that. Okay, I'm gonna try morphing again and see if that's what's causing it. Yep, that's what's causing it. Why? But oh, I'm gonna get hysterical. What if I just do it a little bit? Okay, cool. If I just don't go to 100, it's fine. Oh, nope, there it is. Don't ask me what's happening. I don't know. God, at this point, I should just sculpt these details back by hand. Black. Okay, I'm going to smooth and pinch the edges of these because I think it looks cooler. And that way it's not obvious to see what alpha that I used. And just copy and paste it on here. Yeah, it's not really what happened, but whatever. That's how I'm going to explain it. Okay. I'm almost done with this model. Thank God. It's torturing me. I don't know why. What did I do? So I actually didn't think about this. I'm a little worried about this area right here because like I don't want to have to support that. But it, no. I don't have to support that, but I don't want to. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at the polygroups. I see the polygroups. We're going to grab this and just pull it up. Oh my goodness. We're going to mask this area and we're just going to pull this up. It looks dumb, I know. But then you don't have to support it because I would be so annoyed if I had to support an area that small. Now it just looks like his hands barely fit in the top of the lantern here, but that's fine. There we go. Is there anything else that would be an issue and that I have to support and I don't want to? Kind of the edge of the cloak. I'm a little worried about that. This one. But if I try and move it, it's going to do that because it hates me. No, I'm just kidding. Because I didn't do a good job with organizing the polygroups. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to grab behind right here and pull that forward. Doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but I am. I'm fixing it. Goodness. Okay, let's see what happened. I really need to lower the poly count in this. This is driving me nuts. I mean, that could almost look cool. Like it's just super tight. But that's not what it's looking like. It just looks like it's weirdly sunken. Okay, I have way too many poly. Like, I've worked with more than 24 million before. I don't know why ZBrush is having like an aneurysm over it. But it is. So instead of complaining about it, I'm just going to fix it. Okay, low resolution. Doesn't look any different. All right, this is low at 5 million points. This is high. Wow, it's so sluggish. I didn't even see the difference. I wasn't even looking. There we go. There's no difference. Just delete higher. There we go. This should make my life less painful. Okay, let's just hide this. Wow, it looks like a mess. And I'm just going to inflate this instead. I'm going to have to support that, and that's fine. Oops. No. Okay, so I'm gonna save because I'm almost done with this one. Thank God. And then I'm gonna do that deformer. It's already flat, but so deformation. It's either under here or it's a 3D Gizmo one. I'm not sure which one Walker was talking about. I don't see it, or I'm blind. There it is. Woo! So it's going in the wrong direction, which is fine. Oh yeah, it does a great job. I could totally just be doing this. I might do this instead of trim rectangle. Woo, go Walker. Helping. Okay, there we go. So I just need to do a negative flatten value. So I'll do like -1. I don't know what S flatten does. Oh, that did more than I thought. No. We'll do -0.05. Actually, no, let's just see what there is. Oh, there's an S flatten. I was all confused. Oh, sphere. That's really cool. I don't know why I'm so impressed with this, but I love it. I'm going to use this for something. I don't know what, but I really like it. Ooh. This is fun. Okay, back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing. -0.5. Boop, there we go. That's so much faster than what I normally do. Thanks, Walker. Again, modeling techniques. You should learn them, but I don't. I am, slowly. Okay, Z plugin, I'm gonna do decimation master. So I was doing when I was on mute. I'm at 6 million polygon, just about, 5.999. So I'll do Z plugin, decimation master, pre-processed current. It'll do things, and then I'll put like 250,000 points about. My file sizes are pretty big. It's because I put them in Dropbox. So I'm like, I have people, and every single month they try and download every single model I've ever made, and I don't understand it. I'm like, just make a Dropbox and then don't download it and then you have access. And if it's like, well, a lot of people want to pledge $1 for a month and get everything. I'm like, then just go to Thingiverse. They just download like my 50 gigs worth of files. I'm like, that's so much space. You can, it's just a lot. These chicken nuggets aren't as good reheated. Sad. I'm just waiting for it to compute up here. And I have a message. Who is it? All right, it worked. And now I'm gonna zoom in a lot because that's where I'll see issues. It'll look kind of pixelated if I do it too much. So I'll do 250,000 points right here. Okay, it's pretty pixelated actually. See what I mean? So that's why my file sizes are so big, because I don't want it to look all like that. So instead I will try 350 and we'll see what it does. I had someone ask me if I have a PS4 Pro. I don't know why that matters, but I do. Let's see what they say. So whenever you do it again, I know it takes more time. I don't know why. I guess that's a pre-process again to some extent. So we're at 13.5%. They have an extra skin they got. Normally I'd take it, but all of our consoles are black and they match. So I don't want to. I dropped some sweet and sour. Weird, like, frog sound. You guys have that? I swear, I have like a frog in my throat. I know it's a saying, but like, I swear, I don't know what it is. It's something like right here. It's like an air pocket or something. I don't know. In grade school, I'd probably at any time during a test, it was mortifying. I'm like, don't make that sound. Luckily, no one ever thought it was me, but I'm sitting there like croaking. All right, this is 300,000 points. So yeah, this is the before, this is the after. It looks fine. See, if I zoom out, this is the after, this is the before. Where's the before? Come on. There's the before, there's the after. You can't even tell. So that's why I zoom in, because you can really tell up close, before, after. So it's really important to save a duplicate, because otherwise you'll lose your high resolution version, which would be sad. So I'll go through here, I will duplicate it. I will go back to the original one and then Control Z. So now I have one that's really detailed. And you can see them overlap right now. And that's why like they're poking through. That's like all this dark brown, light brown. If they were exactly the same, you wouldn't see that happen. Okay, I'm gonna hide them both because I already forgot which one's which. This is the low poly one. See, the other ones I didn't do this with because they really didn't get that pixelated. I don't know why this one did. Probably because it has like a bunch of tiny details on the wooden staff and stuff in the beard. This has been like my most boring live stream. Usually I don't include this process of like me preparing stuff, but that's kind of what I just had to do today. And I said I was gonna live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm probably gonna do that every month, but I have as a special offer for this month. We'll see. Alrighty, so I'm going to append my old dude. Emily says hi. Hello, Emily. And I'm going to resize him to his thing. That way he is 3D printable at the right scale. So the way that I do this is I just import the file and I usually have a reference of some sort. You don't need to, I just like to. It just makes me feel like everything's working the way it's supposed to be. I'm going to edit and transform, and then I am just reducing this a bunch until he is about the same size. Looks good. And then I'm going to hide the reference I have and then go to analysis and measure. This is the types that you want. If you don't have this, what I'm about to do doesn't work. This took me forever to figure out. It's so dumb. So it doesn't tell you anywhere, but if you hold control, like see how that's the point it gives me? You can move it by holding control. Literally that is nowhere in like the help or the manual. I read it. Oh wow. So it's 28 millimeters. It's exactly what I wanted. So for D&D, 28 millimeter scale means 28 millimeters from the bottom of the foot to the eye level. So here's his foot, here's his eye, 28. It's like 0.2, whatever, it's fine. If you're doing like a woman, usually they're a bit shorter. They're not gonna be 6'2", or 6 foot. They're like 5'8"-ish. So I'll put it down to like 27 or 26 millimeters just so it looks correct on the table. But yeah, 28 millimeter scale is to reflect a 6 foot tall man. So just for context, so if it's a little taller, make him 30, 32. Also, if you were designing miniatures and selling them, tend to make your miniatures a little bigger than smaller because people think they want 28 millimeter scale, but they actually want 32. I've been told 100 times, like, your models are too small for 28, and I'm like, no, they're just correct scale and correct proportions. I don't do like really chunky, like Hero Forge proportions. But speaking of Hero Forge, they're doing so well. Like, go them, honestly. That's so freaking cool. Their Kickstarter was like over $1 million last time I checked. So that's really cool. Okay, what was I doing? Old sage. Old sage, no this. No this. There we go. Oh, I didn't. Oops. Okay, so you want to make sure he doesn't have any mesh errors. So you go to Analysis, Inspector, and boom, he had 3. These don't actually cause a problem for 3D printing. If there's like 1 or 2 and they won't go away, that's fine. But if you have like 1,000, which I do sometimes, you want to fix those. All right, woo. These are all models I'm working on for the NPC pack. So there's going to be the Old Sage, the Tiefling Cleric, the little weird troll dude who I didn't give a tail yet. Oh, I have to give him a tail. And then the Orc Monk. Oh, and the Sentry Guardian, which I'm like hardcore avoiding because it's hard surface and I'm bad at that. I was really hoping you guys would forget, but you didn't. People were like, where is that? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make it. I'm being too honest on this live stream. It's fine. It just recorded. All right, let's give this dude a weird tail. I think he's really cute. I'm still mad about the tail. I just think it's weird. I'm gonna call him a gnome, I think, because it's just not what I think everyone's supposed to think of for a troll. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna give him a little tail. So this is weird. So I appended a cylinder and now I am going to go into my 3D gizmo, which I already have up here by clicking W. Click on this little gear and then bend arc. There we go. So now it has a little curve to it. I could use a move brush for that too, but if I don't have to, why? Okay. And then now I know that she mentioned she wanted like a little puff on the end of it. I'm gonna do another little curve to it so it looks more natural. And now holding a sphere, scaling that way down. And then I'm going to texture this with some fur. Going to Subtool, Geometry, Dynamesh. This is just so it's really low poly so I can easily move about the shape. I know I'm going through this super fast. Again, this is a live stream, not a classroom. But if you have questions, feel free to ask. It's been about 10 seconds since I said that, so figured it was about time. There we go. I'm gonna Dynamesh super high and then divide a bunch of times. Let's see, 200,000 points should be plenty to retain fur detail. I have a fur brush all ready to go and turn on backface mask. It's already on. There we go. Just getting some fur texture in here. I'm texturing it the same as the beard. 1, because I like that texture, and 2, because I want it to match. If I wanted this to look even better, I would go through and I would change the general shape to reflect more of like fur chunks and stuff, but not too much because then it's gonna be really hard to 3D print. Okay, there we go. He has a tail. I didn't say it would be weird. And again, this version doesn't even come to Patreon because I don't get it. I'm just gonna lightly texture this with a clay buildup brush. That way it's not perfectly smooth because I think that looks weird. This doesn't necessarily show up on a 3D print, but the small imperfections will, and that's good. I want that. So it's weird, that means he'd have a hole in his shirt for his tail. I don't know. That's just how I did it. I need to turn the Z intensity down on my brush. I did that by holding spacebar. Okay, he now looks like he's a little troll. Very cool. Sweet. So that's done. I need to create bases for these guys, so I might do that right now. I haven't done custom bases in a while, or like new ones anyway. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I do, so I won't. File, open, and then the Orc Monk. I don't know how this looks from what I remember. Hope it looks good. Yes, I'm really happy with this. All right, this is the merged version. Let's go back to the multi-piece version here. Here we are. Okay, so I haven't gotten any feedback yet from the guy who I'm making this for. This is actually for a YouTuber. Ooh, I feel so fancy. Really, really nice guy, so I want to make sure this is awesome and looks really good. He is quite the beefcake. So I'm making sure that his neck just makes sense. Oops, I accidentally clicked on frame. There we go. Go away. All right. This part of this like royalty-free music is really sad. It sounds so sad. I should change it to the not sad part. Let's just scooch you along. There we go. I don't know how much work I want to do on this actually, just because I don't know what this guy wants. I can like make the pants look better and stuff. So I'll do that. This is really low poly, so I'll divide a few times to be at about 200,000 points. That's a good point for adding detail. And then I'll go in with a fabric brush and I will just make it do the work for me. Woo. All done. Same thing for this. Oh, these are a little big now. So I'll go with my 3D Gizmo and tighten those up. Same thing with this. Let's make it do the work for me. I might do this without symmetry turned on because it's looking a little weird. Actually, that looks good. Okay, I'm not totally sure how I'm gonna texture his pants. I think I'm gonna do just the clay build-up brush. That does a really good job, I think. And just adding texture. I don't want to do too much because I am going to pose him and I don't want to have to redo this detail. And I will otherwise. So yeah, just kind of like the stripe pattern. It looks kind of like just like a basic tunic. There's potato sack. There we go. That really coarse material, which has a name, and I can't remember what it is right now. Like this. I don't know if this does symmetry, if I do that. That's being weird. All right, whatever. Oh, well. Oh, no, I know why, because I have symmetry turned on. Duh. I just said that. Okay. That's been lightly textured and already looks way cooler. I kind of want to add a trim to this. So I'm just masking that area out really quickly. There we go. All right, I need, gasp, I didn't check my polygons. I don't have enough. There we go, 200,000. That's texture. Neat. Nope, I don't want 1,000,000. That's overkill. Okay, so I could do two things. I can do it right now and manually texture this, or I can use surface modifiers. I'm not doing surface modifiers because this isn't that important of a piece. It's supposed to be an apron. And the guy mentioned he doesn't have the top part because he wouldn't cover his fantastic chest, and I quote, which I thought was very funny, and I'm also glad I put attention into making the chest look good. All right, I'm gonna smooth out these edges a little bit, going with damn standard at a lighter intensity. Didn't do a super good job. Oh my gosh, why can't I draw a straight line? Ah, okay, we're gonna, that's good enough. And I'm going to use a stitch brush to add some more detail to this. I keep forgetting where my stitch brush is. There it is. I did not make this brush. I just utilize it. Okay, so this isn't in symmetry, which explains a lot about why I'm having so much trouble right now, which is fine. I can just do my stitches somewhat consistently. And I don't mind they're a little crooked because, again, this piece of fabric has some curves to it. Folds. Not, I don't know. It's curvy. No, it just folds. Okay. There we go. That has some more detail. Looks more interesting. Again, it's funny because like everyone's always so impressed by the detailed work, but in reality, that's the fastest part of doing any model. Or at least for me, because I automate a lot of it. His legs look so gross because they're all like weirdly textured. I'm gonna smooth it out a little bit because it's a bit much. I go in with a clay buildup brush without an alpha turned on to define some of the muscles again. When I did this initially, I heavily referenced anatomy books and stuff, and I did an okay job. So as of right now, I'm just kind of smoothing things out and making his skin texture look less weird. His knees are impossibly small for how big he is. So I'm gonna go through and inflate his knees, adding a little bit of definition with the damp standard brush. I don't know what knees do on muscly people. So I'm just gonna do like this little diamond shape and call it good. The rest of his body looks good, well muscled. I don't know why, but I want to smooth out this, even though you don't see it because he has, you know, clothes. Okay, neat, that looks good. Back with clothes. The belt is sitting weird. I don't know what it is. That's what it is. These edges being up don't make any sense. Those would come down and conform to his body. Very nice. And I guess this is a fabric, so it would conform around his ridiculously oversized abs. I don't know if you guys knew this, but like what we have like this idealized like abs and muscles and structure like that, that's like not natural. Even people that work out and have them don't have abs all the time, if that makes any sense. Like The Witcher, I was reading an interview recently who's explaining his regimen, how he like tapered off of water, like drinking any water, like a week up until filming. That way all of his muscles look ridiculous and everywhere and super defined. It's because he was super dehydrated. Chris Evans, who's Captain America, mentioned the same thing. So just letting y'all know that not only is it unnatural, it's actually kind of unhealthy. But he's a troll, so I don't care. I'm gonna just model this. I'm not really trying to make a stand. I don't know. I don't know if people know. Like, they think, oh, if you work out a lot, you just look like that, which is like so not the case. I think the back muscles are probably the worst part of this model. So I'm just gonna do it later. Okay, I don't know what to do with these shoes. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but I hate making shoes. Luckily, these are kind of done, I think. But here's the thing, shoes make the outfit, I'm telling you. Walker says, true, male actors passing after dehydration is a very common thing. Yep, gotta look swole, I guess. Which is funny because it wasn't that long ago where it was like voted by a bunch of women that like the most attractive body is a dad bod. Just like lean, but like a little chubby. Cracks me up. I don't know how to fix these shoes. I hate them. Like this part of the toe is all concave and weird. Because I sniffed right there. It sounded like I was super emotional at making shoes. I'm not. I'm okay. Okay, this should have polish on. Why doesn't it look like it has polish on? Okay, now it does. Never mind. Okay, if I just put a sole on this, I think it'd help a lot. I'm gonna do that cool flatten thing that Walker told me. Even though this is possibly taking longer than choosing a trim brush, because it's cool. -1. What? Oh, right. I have to change it to Y. I was like, lies, it's not working the way I wanted it to. There we go. Wow, so fancy. Okay. Shoes with shoe things. You know what would make this better? The Z Modeler brush. It's fine. Come on, Z brush. I had a feeling Ricky was fighting stuff. I can like hear clicking in the background. He's fighting wolves. Okay, this music is getting all sad again. I've listened to this several times. I don't know how I forget every time it has this. We're gonna jump here. There we go. I dig it. So I'm just building up this edge right here to give this shoe like any sense of like structure. I do the same thing by adding some definition to the front of the toe. Walker said I made a button for my flatten, so it takes 1 second for me. Ah, yes, I should probably do that. That'd make more sense. Ah, why is this doing that? Oh boy, I don't have pressure sensitivity. I don't really say that constantly. It's just because for some reason ZBrush there's something that I'm doing. I think it's when I save my files that ZBrush doesn't like, and then I lose pressure sensitivity. It's dumb. I don't know how to make a sole for a shoe. Nope. Nope. What if I do it like in the center? I'm trying to just inflate this to make that sole. There we go. Inflate was doing a pretty good job. That's okay. It's a little wavy, but that's okay. I think these are some pretty okay looking shoes. I think these are a little high, the way they sit. So I'm going to use a move brush and I'm gonna push these down. I definitely think this is looking better. There we go. Again, now I think his legs look too thin. There we go. And these really weird seams on his arms will go away once I merge and pose this. Looks like I didn't add thickness to the pants yet. I don't know if I should yet, because I haven't posed it. I don't know if it's easier to pose without it. I haven't done that yet, actually. I imagine it doesn't matter, so let's just add thickness to it now. I'll do 0.02 as a default. Panel loops. Neat, that's too thin. 0.04 panel loops. That's better. Is there any weird glitches? A little bit. Right here. Okay, it's like really weird and inconsistent. What is happening there? How about just 0.035? Is that gonna fix it? Yes. Sweet. There we go. Now there's thickness. All right, this guy's pretty much done. I mean, he's not posed or anything, but that guy hasn't responded to me if he has a weapon or that kind of stuff. I would pull up the email and check, but I don't want you guys to see who it's going to be. Walker sent me a picture of potatoes and cheese. I see that you ate. Oh, and sour cream looks like. That sounds so good. Actually, I have potatoes right next to me. I might do that. Oh, look, I see your Switch in the background that you never play. Alrighty. That muscle group right here is, oh my gosh, this back is bad, but I don't like sculpting backs because this muscle, the trapezius, makes no sense to me. It's so weird. And then the muscle right here it isn't one. It just kind of wraps around the side. I said I wasn't gonna do this and now I'm doing it. Why is that in my life? Okay, turning the alpha back on. There we go. Actually, you know what? No. Damn sander to clean up that edge. Walker, wow, comment like that on the live stream. I play with it every now and then. What's the last game you played? Probably Stardew. Which I have no problem with. Stardew is awesome. Oh, Pokemon. Makes sense. Did you read about the DLC and stuff that they're gonna be releasing for that? They're bringing back a bunch of Pokemon. I don't know. It feels pretty scandalous, but the DLC does look cool. It does seem pretty not cool of them. I have mixed feelings about it. If you haven't heard of DLC, you gotta look it up like right now. It's so cool. Oh wait, no, you're not gonna care because you hated the wild area. Oh wait, no, you liked it after the game was over. It's essentially just another bunch of wild areas. Spoiler. I can't decide what these look like. Yep, I kind of like it. It's a little cheaper than Sword and Shield too. Yeah, I get ya. But I never buy those dumb not remakes they do. Like Black and White 2 and Pokemon Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun. It's the same game. Like, so at least it's like actually new stuff. Honestly, I'm like floored that they're able to make so much money off of those. Like the remakes essentially. Because it's not even a remake. It's released within like the same year usually. And it's the same game. Did you never play Crystal? It was the best Gen 2. I don't think so. Don't think so. I feel like I might have. Isn't that like on Game Boy? Game Boy Color. Yeah, I think I did. I think I played some of it, but I don't remember it very well because I was like 4 years old. Maybe 6 or 7. Oh my gosh, it looks stupid. Smooth, 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 smooth. I'll just get a reference and deal with his back later. Those look weird too. Oh, that's right. I forgot that you were a baby. I'm like 2 years younger than you. But yeah, if you were playing it when you were 8, I didn't know how to read yet. Terry's back. Back, can you give me a quick recap of everything I missed? JK. Honestly, I don't even know. I did some stuff in Mesh Mixer, and then I've been working on this dude. I just detailed him. So his muscles are more muscly, and now he has clothing folds. And his back looks stupid and wrong, because I don't know how to sculpt back muscles, because they're stupid and wrong. I was complaining about the trapezius muscle traps. They're just dumb. They're just dumb looking. And I know the concept and general shape, and I just can't make it look good. Recap ZBrush crashed a lot. Yeah, that was like legit 15-20 minutes of it. It was me just suffering with ZBrush, and it like told me it was gonna crash, and it did, and it saved a recovered file, and then whenever I tried to open the recovered file, it just crashed again. I saw that autosave just pop right now, and it gave me a heart attack. I'm like, what are you doing? It's 5:48, but it's cold and dark here. Okay, reference pictures, Mia. I know. Okay, when I sculpted this initially, which I think, did I do this live? I don't know. I use references. That's why the front looks so good. And the arms. I'm honestly really proud of these arms. They're like kind of correct. I don't know. I use references for the back too, but back muscles are dumb. You say you're kidding, but like, no, like it's important. You're right. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Orc Monk. Let's see. I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now, actually. I have all my Kickstarter models, but those are like top secret. So I think it's a Sentry Guardian. That's all that's left. I'm gonna go to my email. I don't know if I should show this. It doesn't matter. Oh, look, people. Sentry Guardian. I'm hoping it'll bring me to a picture that I saved or something. That's someone complaining about not being there. They deleted their pledge shortly thereafter. They were kind of being a jerk. Where is the picture for it? It's something from like from Critical Role or something. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I didn't know that it was like a copyrighted character or not, so I told everyone the one guy was complaining about I was gonna do it, but I'm not totally sure. Yeah, it's from High Rollers D&D, so it's not Critical Role, but like something similar. Same vibe. I should move this over now. Walker says I can come over now. Yeah, feel free. Modeling party. Yeah. She's gorgeous. I love this character, but I just feel like it'd be such a jerk move to make this character. Again, I did not know this was a copyrighted character. Okay. Oh my god, please don't talk about Donald Trump. You say you're not making sound, but I hear it. I don't even acknowledge that. I'm not gonna get political right now. Let's just say I don't like him. He's not nice. That's all I have to say. Go away. God. Okay. So, oh my god. Sentry is a proud guardian. Sentry is the name of the character. They played me. You guys played me dirty. I thought it like Sentry Guardian was a thing. I cannot do this character. This is very copyrighted. No. Okay. Looks like I'm not doing this one. I feel bad. I didn't know. Okay. Well then. What I'm going to do is, since this is all pretty much done, I'm going to write a post on Patreon saying I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to do that character. And then I'm going to start my Kickstarter models probably. That'd be super cool. But I'll probably work on this off camera. Let's see, I started at 4, so I haven't done this for like 2 hours just about. Okay, this is a good live stream. I'm probably not gonna live stream again for the Kickstarter models. I want them to be all secret. Walker says, do you want to make a honeybee? No. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up. And I'm gonna keep modeling though on this side. We'll see. We'll see. Remember, there is a classroom this Sunday and I'll be teaching how to model hair. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you guys Sunday or possibly tomorrow because I'll be modeling and working tomorrow as well. If you have any questions, message me in the Discord.